All right, welcome everyone to the IWM Broadcast Network of the iNRS Racing Series. We are at Martinsville for the ACE-HTI Security 250. This race is the last race in the round of 8 and will fill up the slots for the last position before we go to Phoenix. So I'm Rick Souza here in the booth, joined by my co-broadcaster Jeff Neaney. And Jeff, this should be a fun race.
Boy, it sure is. It's going to be amazing. Martinsville is one of my favorite tracks. I love to see it in person. I love to race it. I love to watch it on TV. There's always excitement. There's always strategy. And I think we're going to see a little bit of everything tonight.
Absolutely. So right now, as I said earlier, this is the round of 8, the last race in the round of 8. So let's jump quickly and start talking about the playoffs and where we're at before we get to qualifying. So right now in the playoffs, 3 drivers have made it all the way through to the last race before the championship and a puncher ticket in. That's Corey Bunch in the 77, Jordan Booth in the 41, and Alex Bourget in the 19. There is 1 slot open. Right now that is filled by Jordan Wenzel point-wise, but there is very few points separating these drivers. So you've got Jordan Wenzel, Vernon Broadbeck, Simon Madgen, Alex Murphy, and Michael Whitley. Any one of those drivers has the ability to win a race and punch their ticket, fill that 4th spot, and head into Phoenix for the championship event. Homestead, where we just left, definitely turned the playoff grid upside down. Corey Bunch came into the night already locked in. And then with the stage win, Jordan Booth locked himself in. That just left 2 spots open. Then out of the blue, a one-stop fuel strategy out of Alex Bourget opens the door to pure chaos. He locked himself in. Now, with 3 drivers locked in, that leaves that 1 spot open. Wenzel and Broadbeck are separated by 16 points. And then you've got Madgen, Murphy, Whitley. They're in must-win. They're in a must-win position here. So Martinsville should be a lot of fun. We've got 21 drivers who have clocked in, and we're waiting right now for the start of qualifying.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting night. It's Halloween, and Martinsville is not going to have any shortage of tricks and probably a treat or two at the same time. So the 3 drivers you mentioned are locked in and don't have anything to worry about. For the other 5, it's going to be pure mayhem. To start with, Martinsville in the spring was a disaster. I mean, 27 cautions, 131, over half the laps of the race were under yellow, and a winner that came out of nowhere. Nobody picked him. The league's in a different spot since then, but don't rule out some of that craziness happening tonight. I mean, after all, it's Halloween. Wenzel's got a small cushion to Broadbeck at 16 points, like you mentioned, Rick. And if he can keep his head down, stay out of trouble, he should be a lock. But coming up on his heels, you got the 4 hungry drivers. Broadbeck finished 29th in the spring, but he sat outside of row 2 at the start, and he finished 2nd in stage 2. Murphy, he's still searching for win number 1 this year. He finished 13th in the spring, but he started inside of Broadbeck in P3, and he finished P3 in stage 1, so he's got some ability here as well. Madgen, he started 11th, finished 31st in the spring, had a little bit of trouble, but he's hoping he gets to Phoenix to be able to defend that spring win. And then finally, you got Whitley, who sits in the biggest must-win spot, 57 points back. But he was the winner of this race last year, so he's got a definite shot. So it's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be right down to the wire. We'll see. Whitley came into Martinsville in 23 needing a win, and he used 8 tires to make it happen off of turn 4. So maybe we'll see something like that again tonight. He finished 15th in the spring. And like 3 or 4 of the other below-the-cut drivers, battled craziness all race long. So I hope we don't get all the craziness that we had then, but at the same time, I think we're going to see some excitement tonight.
Absolutely. So as you can tell by watching the cars on track, you have got a Halloween theme going on, from everything from Reese's Candy right there to ghosts and goblins and other paints that these drivers have put in the effort to do something spectacular for this Halloween Eve for our final race of the playoffs. So qualifying is underway, but it's also wrapping up here at Martinsville. Qualifying happens rather quickly here. You're watching Alex Forget-Berube on track now. So once we're done with qualifying, we'll move into a 5-minute. Oh, Alex Forget spins.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, good for Alex. He's got that playoff win in his pocket.
Going all out tonight. He did get a lap in, it looks like.
That's Corey Bunch on track now.
Alex Forget did get a lap in, so he's qualified 16th right at the moment. But yeah, that was a wicked spin. He's going for everything, though. You can tell when you're locked in, you don't have to worry too much. You can really be aggressive, try to get another win, try to get a good starting spot, and I think that's what Alex was doing.
That's the Great Pumpkin theme that's currently being sported by Garrett Walden and Charlie Brown. He is from Hendersonville, North Carolina, not far from our broadcast studios in Charlotte, and in an area of western North Carolina that really got beat up with Hurricane Helene. Our thoughts and prayers are with anybody who happens to be in that part of North Carolina.
Yeah, it was really neat to see the NASCAR community come together and to help those folks that have been hurting so badly up there. It's going to be a long time before they get back to even a new normal, let alone their old normal. So, yeah, you're right. Our thoughts and prayers are with them.
Yeah, my Facebook feed is full of little wins. You know, got this road put back together, or I can finally get to my house, and it's really sad. Well, say Garrett Walden, I think, is the last qualifier. We've got just a few minutes left of qualifying, and then we'll drop into that 5-minute warm-up that's also used for driver meetings, and we'll cover the rest of the story here at Martinsville.
My list here on iRacing says Corey Bunch has not qualified. Is he?
I see the same thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because I could have sworn I saw him go around, but he could start in the back, and it may not be a bad place to be.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so now we're off to the warm-up, and when the warm-up is done, we'll get you that grid, and we'll go right into the ACE-HTI Security 250. But in the meantime, it's Martinsville. Let's look and see.
That's about all you can say. It's Martinsville. It's an exciting place to race.
All right, affectionately known as the paperclip, this long front and back stretch oval really somehow it just boggles drivers' minds. You've really got to work. You know, that brake gets a workout. You'll see the drivers' glowing brake rotors as they work their way in and out of the corner. I'm not sure of the time. Let's quickly just double check the time of tonight's event. It's just at 1 o'clock, so this race will run during the daylight hours. I like Martinsville at night because those brake rotors just glow like crazy.
And they get around this track quickly. I mean, you see the qualifying times, 19 seconds, 19.3, 4, 5, right in that range. Couple guys in the 20s. But, man, it's a long race, but yet at the same time, it'll go quickly.
And speaking of that, we've got 250 laps tonight. Our first stage break will happen the stage break will happen at lap 83. Again, this league has no quick repairs, 5 sets of tires, 60% fuel, and 3 green-white checkers if we need them.
I'm excited because of the paint jobs. You see a lot of these guys spent some time in trading paints this week. getting their Halloween colors spiced up and ready to go. And you were talking about it earlier. Got some pumpkins out there, some goblins, and it's going to be fun to see them sport these new paint schemes that are only here for this week.
So let's talk about the keys to today's race, and certainly it's a challenge. The first one is really the main one in my book: avoiding trouble. If this race is anything like we saw in the spring, you've got to keep your nose clean. That means you've got to back up your corners. You got to anticipate that your braking zone is not the braking zone of the guy in front of you. You've really got to pay attention to avoid damage, because unlike the spring race, there are no quick repairs. So if you wreck it, you got to wait it out for a fix, or your night is done.
Yeah, absolutely. Another key, I think, is staying up front. You'd kind of think that speaks for itself, but at Martinsville, I mean, it is absolutely imperative that you keep yourself from being marred in traffic. You can see on the diagram on the screen, it's long, narrow straightaways, narrow turns. You've got two grooves basically to get through the corners, probably more like a groove and a half. And it's a tough place to pass. If you get mired in the back, it's going to be tough to get your way back to the front.
And I also think that tire management is going to play a huge factor here. But the caveat is, if we get some long green flag runs, managing that right front is really going to be crucial. That tire is what wears out the most in a track like this, and you've got to take care of it. But if you're constantly under yellow conditions, that won't be a factor.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 6 sets of tires sounds like a lot. You got the one that's on the car at the start of the race, plus 5 sets that you can use during the race. But really, on a 250 lap race, that's still, you got to get a little over 40 laps on each set of tires on average. So if you run short on a couple laps or on a couple sessions, couple of green flag runs, you're going to have a tough time keeping that right front under you. It's gonna get slick, and then you're gonna be sliding even more, which is gonna make it even more slick.
Yeah, because fuel is not going to be a factor. So basically, the fuel economy of these cars is just going to be huge. So at this point, they could run probably the whole race with one fill up, one full tank of two tanks of fuel. So effectively two stops. But tires is what matters.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll be interesting to see how guys do that, because you cannot run hard the entire fuel run. There's no way, and so guys will be on different tire strategies, and it's going to be interesting to see who plays it safe at the beginning, because if you go easy at the beginning, then you start to drop back, and then you have a hard time making your way back up front. So trying to find that balance between staying up front but keeping your tires under you, it's going to be a battle all night long.
All right, looks like the drivers are gridding up. Let's go ahead and bring you that grid for today's race. All right, Jordan Wenzel is on the pole with the outside Vernon Broadbeck right there, lanes 1 and 2. Jordan Booth in third, Clark Franz in fourth, Joe Musso in fifth, Eric Jeffers in sixth, Tyler Levin seventh, Garrett Walden in eighth, Jacob Musso in ninth, and Simon Magin in 10th.
In 11th, you've got Michael Whitley Jr., and next to him, Austin Walton in 12th spot. In 13th, we've got Martin Pinnell, and alongside him, Scott Thomas in 14th. Ron Fitting in the next row, alongside Tony Japs. 17th position, you have Alec Forget, and then 18th is Vince Burns. 19th is Dan Hughes, and you have Martin Giroux in 20th.
Corey Bunch brings up the tail end of the field, and he'll be starting all the way in the back. And, that is not a bad place to be.
No, and that was intentional on his part. He wasn't slow. He just did not qualify. So that's part of his strategy. We talked about multiple strategies taking place tonight, and And there's the one and only strategy of starting in the back by Corey Bunch.
All right, pace car is taking the drivers around. We'll make one more time by, and pace car will set these drivers on their way. If you're watching the crawl across the top or the timing tower, a driver in red is in the round of 8. And if you see that driver in gold, that means that they have already punched their ticket into the playoffs. Again, thank you for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network. We appreciate you following along with us each and every week.
Here we go.
Green flag flies, and we are back. Well, we are underway here at Martinsville.
That 81 of Jordan Wenzel jumps out to a nice lead there, and you can see on the screen. We were talking about those lanes, barely having 2 lanes in the corner, because you want to stay on that concrete. Going from the concrete up into the blacktop, the car handles it differently, the tires treat it differently, and you've got to be careful going through those corners.
Oh, 46 of Simon Madgen loses it.
Oh, man.
He hit that wall hard. There's significant damage on the 46 of Simon Madgen. I'm fairly certain that right front is towed out, and major suspension damage. We'll take a peek as he comes around.
Yeah, Simon was one of those. Yeah, he's one of those guys that was in a must-win situation.
Yep.
He was probably not going to be able to point his way in, and now he's going to have an even more difficult time. Yeah, that right front is towed way out. You could see it when he came through the corner.
Yep. He'll be spending some extensive time in the pits to try and get that tire repaired if he can. The 17 of Austin Walton was also involved, just not quite sure what the extent of that is. Not sure what precipitated that. We can go back and take a quick look. And, that's it.
Just got loose.
It doesn't take much as you transition out of 2, and the same happens out of 4, that it's super easy for that to be upset like that.
That was one of the hardest things for me to learn on Martinsville, was how to slowly squeeze that throttle coming off the turn, because if you hammer it, it's going to do just that. It'll come around on you, and sad to see that for Simon Madgen. Looks like the 81 of Jordan Wenzel still going to be our control car on the restart here.
Yeah, looks that way.
Jordan Wenzel, alongside him, Jordan Booth, then Vernon Broadbeck, Clark Franz, Joseph Mossau, Eric Jeffers, Tyler Lame, Jacob Mossau, Garrett Walden, and Michael Whitley making up that top 10 as we come around here under caution.
All right. Lights are off on top of the pace car. We'll be back underway next time by.
Jordan Wenzel selected the top. He wants to start from the outside. He wants that momentum of going through that corner.
Back underway.
Wow, great jump by Jordan Wenzel there on the start.
Oh, lots going on. Spinning already. We're wrecking again.
Back under caution, lap
Michael
8.
Whitley, Alex Forget-Berube, all involved. Jacob Musso as well. Couple early wrecks here in the first 10 laps. Let's go back and see just what happened here. Not sure I've got the right car, but we're watching, see what happens. Oh, 20 came in hot.
Ooh, boy, I'll say, and then slid up the track under braking.
Yep. Tapped the 25, sends him around. The 25 collected the 94, and then the 19 had nowhere to go. Not much damage, but unfortunately relegated to the back of the pack.
Yep, that was Martin Pinnell in the number 20 there that came into that turn hot, and then, man, under braking. When you have to brake that hard, it's easy to lock up those tires and just slide right up the track, and unfortunately right into another vehicle.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. You won't miss much. We'll go side by side, but thanks for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network.
Athletic Training Solutions specializes in on-site health and wellness programs for industrial athletes. We focus on the treatment and management of work-related injury and illness, as well as employee health and wellness. As one of the leading providers of occupational health services, we serve businesses of all sizes and types. Our experienced, certified athletic trainers work with each client organization to minimize employee disability, promote employee health and wellness, and help to control healthcare costs. We work with a network of doctors that are trained with an understanding of OSHA recordables and the first aid treatment approach to help keep your employees at work.
ACE-HTI provides commercial smart security systems, audio-visual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide business networking and Wi-Fi solutions. All these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. Running a business these days is a tough and demanding job. Let the folks at ACE-HTI ensure that your place of business is safe for your workers and your company assets. ACE-HTI can offer you integrated burglar alarm systems, access control and health, and wellness systems to ensure the safety of your employees and visitors. If you are looking to modernize or purchase a new fire alarm system, look no further than ACE-HTI. We can offer you the latest state-of-the-art solutions to keep watch over your business. Does your surveillance system need a refresh? ACE-HTI can install the latest 4K surveillance cameras with custom analytics and AI to help you understand what's happening in and around your business. Are you a restaurant or hospitality venue? Does your facility host sporting events? Reach out to ACE-HTI for the latest in video displays and audio systems to enhance and define your place of business. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back to the ACE-HTI Security 250. We are back underway here at lap 14. Jordan Wenzel continues to lead here. Jordan Booth, Clark Franz, Vernon Broadbeck, Eric Jeffers, Joe Musso, Garrett Walden, Tyler Lem, Vince Burns, and Martin Pinnell. That's your top 10.
And these top 10 drivers seem to be pretty content. They're racy, but they're not doing anything crazy. They're biding their time. They realize that 15 laps into a 250 lap race, oops, somebody's around.
Garrett Walden, I think, just spun. Got it pointed back in the right direction, but unfortunately was sent around. Not sure if he had a little help. Watch, there's the 12 of Jeffers to the outside. Saw the car in front, smoked the tires a bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Just all by himself.
Just had too much wheel in it, trying to stay down in case that car that you saw the brake lock up on, in case he happened to spin. I think Ford just wanted to be out of his way.
All right, so the 43 makes his way down to pit road. Get the 46 behind of Simon Magin. Simon's trying to get that car repaired. I think that toe link is still pointing in the wrong direction. All right. Again, thanks for tuning in to the IWM broadcast network of the ACE-HTI Security 250. This is the final race in the round of 8. Top 4 drivers here will make their way to Phoenix, and they will battle for this season's championship.
Well, we have no shortage of caution flags tonight. We're on number 3 already, only 18 laps in. And we hope this is not going to be a repeat of the spring race here where we had so many cautions, but let's just see if everybody can settle down now and just try to get some laps under your belt, and then wait a little bit before you start getting too racy.
I don't recall exactly how many I think I'm blocking it out, how many actual cautions we had in the spring race.
Yeah, I've got it written down here somewhere, trying to find it now. 27 cautions, 131 caution laps. That's crazy.
Yep, that is, yeah.
But this is the track that'll happen at. You know, the corners are narrow and a lot going on. Changing from concrete to blacktop. Can't spit it out.
Yeah, it's one of the few tracks that has that much of a blended surface.
Yeah. Wow, look at the jump that 81 gets.
Yeah, and big checkup on the front. Cars were backed up pretty far.
Boy, it's so nice for the leader when you can get that kind of a jump and then you're out there in clean air, and it just makes your race that much easier. You can use the whole track. You're going easier on your tires by doing that. And now they've all settled. Oh boy, here we are. Another caution at lap 21.
It's like the 42 of Tony Japs went around.
Vernon Brodbeck just on the radio taking responsibility for that one.
To the 79 down below. We're behind the 42. I don't know why he felt responsible to take blame.
No, he must have been taking blame for something else. I heard him come on and say, my bad, but he had nothing to do with that wreck.
Yeah, he was up at the front.
Yeah, that was a little tap there. That's what got him.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to live action here, and we are back under caution. You're watching the 42 of Tony Japs make his way onto pit road. He's got definitely some front end. I'm thinking he's got some suspension the way that car is moving around.
Cockeye there, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Broken toe link,
well,
possibly.
It looks like he's got the frame is bent.
Ooh.
That's the first time I've seen that, but that frame is definitely bent. He was wobbling onto pit road. All right, well, that is to be expected. We're just 10% into this race. Our fourth caution has already reared its ugly head, but that type of attrition here could be deadly for these guys.
Yeah, at this rate, we're averaging a caution every 6 laps. So that's not the way they want to see this race go, I know. If they can get 10, 15 laps in, then guys start to feel the rhythm. That's the hardest thing about all these cautions is you don't get to develop that rhythm, and Martinsville's really a rhythm racetrack.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, lap 25, lights are off on the pace car. We're about to go back to green flag racing and hopefully more than 6 laps. It's a Jordan and Jordan show up front. Jordan Wenzel wants the win.
With those kind of restarts, it's going to be tough for these guys to make their way around him. He's been able to dictate the pace of the race and pick wherever he wants to run, wherever he feels comfortable.
Looking back through the field as these drivers at the tail end trying to work their way back up. You can see that Tony Japs is still in the pits trying to make repairs. Simon Magin is out, but he is making it a way around with a damaged right front. I'm not sure just how long he can stay out, but you know what? He's making laps. So however you can take the turn laps, even though you're off the pace, if someone drops out, you'll still get points, and he needs to stay in the place in the points.
Yep, absolutely. He's looks like he's just trying to stay on that lead lap for now. Maybe every caution flag he goes in and gets maybe 30 seconds of repair done. But it's a good strategy if it works. We'll see if that works for the long haul for him.
Caution's back out. This time for the 12 of Eric Jeffers. Looks like he looped it. Coming out of 4.
Yeah, just back to the gas a little too early. That's all it takes.
So that is, unfortunately, it's so common here at Martinsville because it's so tempting to get in the car and to get on the gas soon as you're coming out of the turn. It's instinctive, like every other track that you drive on. You know,
Yep.
you're halfway out of the turn. It's time to get back on the throttle and accelerate out. No, at Martinsville, you've got to wait till you're completely out of the corner before you can ease in, like pressing imagine an egg under your gas pedal. Slowly get back on that throttle and then accelerate off into the back stretch or the front stretch. If you do it too soon, you do exactly what you just saw the 12
Yep.
do.
Absolutely. And that's where we were talking earlier about it being a rhythm racetrack. That's part of the problem. Guys can't get in their rhythm. Once you get into the rhythm of doing that, then later in the race, it's a lot easier to do it. But here we are 32 laps in, and nobody's had a chance to get in their rhythm. We haven't had more than 6 or 7 laps in a row of green flag racing.
I doubt these tires have even come up to temperature.
Yeah. They're certainly going to get more than their 40 laps that we talked about on each set of tires. This first set of tires, we're 33 in, and
That doesn't even count.
No.
All right, we appreciate you all tuning in to our broadcast here, our little channel here on the IWM Broadcast Network. We bring you races on Wednesday and Thursday night here with the iNRS Racing Series, and then on Wednesday nights we bring you the Tech for Troops Cup Series. We were last night at Talladega, wild race. If you like to watch sim racing, go back and replay our Talladega race from last night. 40 drivers came out to qualify, 35 made the show, and it was on like Donkey Kong from the first flag to the checkered flag.
Boy, that's for sure. I was having my best super speedway run of the year. Was still on the lead lap with only about, I forget now, 10 to 12 laps to go, and then got caught up in somebody else's mess and put me out. So that was a bummer at the end, but boy, it was fun for the first 7/8 of the race.
Yeah, they've got a lot of big new names that are in that series. Definitely stepping up the competition. Certainly, they've got real NASCAR drivers who pop in and race in that league as well, and there's some great iRacers. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're back underway here. Restart going on, and flag flies, and the 81 of Jordan Wenzel jumps out.
Yeah, he is not spinning his tires on the restart. He's got that restart down now. We've done so many of them.
Well, and that's one of the benefits when you got these short tracks like Martinsville, half-a-mile track. These restarts, when you're out there, you have absolutely the advantage as that lead car. So, he's done a great job of protecting that. Oh, a little bit of contact. That's Burton Broadback slaps the wall. Right now, that's Jordan Wenzel, Jordan Booth, 1 and 2 here at lap 38. Tony Japson is still in the pits. If you look back to the field, which is kind of settling in. It's a lot of single file racing here, which is what you would expect here at Martinsville. There is a bit of some battles happening back at the tail end of the field. Let's go back and look here. You got the 50 of Martin Giroux there.
Yep, right up in front of him. You see several cars too wide running there. Most everybody's single file right now, but there are a couple too wide battles taking place right there. You see it.
Yep, that's Thomas, Scott Thomas, Ron Fitting. Caution again. Back out. Eric Jeffers, unfortunately, back around. Brings out his second caution of the night.
Well, Simon Magin finally did go one lap down.
Yeah, he still has that cockeyed tire out there pointing out. So let's see what happened with Eric Jeffers here. Yeah, I think he'd get his lap back.
Yeah, I think he will on this one. Tap the wall there, it looked like.
15 took the corner a little high, then he cut it down, and then there.
Hit that curb. Yeah, hit that curb, unsettled the car. Whew. That 6 of Dan Hughes almost caught the corner of his car there. Good maneuvering on his part.
All right, you see the 12 of Eric Jeffers making his way down onto pit road.
That's one of the things about Martinsville, and it's true in iRacing just like in real life. Those corners have curbs on the inside, and when you come up and hit that curb, it's not just like a change in angle or change in steepness, banking on the track. It's an actual curb, and that can upset the car quite a bit. Hitting that, the car naturally wants to go up the track. Your natural reaction is to pull left on the steering wheel, and a lot of times what happens is what we just saw, that rear end comes around once you pull on that wheel too hard, and momentum takes over. Natural reaction is to pull left on the steering wheel.
It's the nose of the Jordan Wenzel's car.
Oh, that's a good shot.
All right, lap 43 here under caution. We're now up to 6. Field will form back up. Simon Magin, Eric Jeffers, and Tony Japs all in on pit road. trying to get some repairs for those vehicles.
Yep. Simon Magin did get his lap back there. And now he's in 19th. Only car laps down at this point is Tony Japs, who is probably still in the pits.
He is.
Yeah,
yep.
he is.
Simon
15
makes his
laps
way out.
down.
Yep. Well, lights are off. So we're about to get this back underway. This ACE-HTI Security 250 here at Martinsville. This track befuddles a lot of drivers.
It's very tough to get the handle on, but once you do, you can really make good lap times. But we're just not there yet.
All right, back underway. The 81 jumps out to a nice restart. Two by two right now as this gets underway. The front begins to settle down, but we're still battling back here. Oh, color goes around the 99. That's Tyro Lem. He spins. Yeah. That stacks up the field. Walden and others all caught up in this.
Yeah, we didn't even get a full lap in. Yeah, that 99 of Tyler Lem. It sounded like Garrett Walden got shoved into Tyler Lem on that one. Let's see here.
At the 55 of Vince Burns ducking underneath. That is no place to go, unfortunately. And there's, well,
that's a net code.
Yeah, a little bit of a net code there. And Musso, Pinnell, et al. Oh, right there. Unfortunately, the 43 basically T-bones him.
Garrett Walden. That's where Garrett Walden was talking about getting pushed into him.
Yep. He had no place to go. All right, so 6 drivers are making repairs on pit road at this time.
Yep, you see Simon Magin coming in every. He's back out again now, but coming in every time there's a yellow flag, he'll come in and get 20, 30 seconds of repairs done, get back out there again, keeping his lead lap status now that he's got it back. It's a good strategy. Get his car fixed over this yellow flag frenzy and see if he can get back in the hunt again here as we get to mid-pack of the race.
We'll see if he can right now. He still has issues with that tire, but that may resolve itself in time. If we continue to have cautions at this rate, heck, he can have a brand new car by the time we go back to green. All right. Lap 50 is complete. I'm not really sure just how many laps we've completed under green, but it can't be a lot.
Yeah, I should go back. I don't have good enough notes to figure it out on the fly here, but yeah, it's looking like an instant replay of the spring, unfortunately.
Yep, it sure is. Well, this league does a full repeat, whatever is planned for the regular in real life NASCAR series. They run each and every race just like that. And this season is coming to a close. The Tech for Troops Cup series that we do on Wednesday nights, they do their own schedule. However, the plan is for next season, starting in February, that they will also mirror the NASCAR series as well, run a full series.
That makes it fun. You can follow what's going on, and you can learn as you go from the Real Cup drivers. There we see Jordan Wenzel jumping out again from that outside starting spot, and he just takes control of every restart.
Watching the 19 of Alex Jay Ruby work his way back up, now sitting in 5th. Got Vernon Broadback in front of him, Clark Franz in front of him, and George Booth and Jordan Wenzel.
Yep, Clark Franz has our fast lap of the race so far, 19.27 roughly, and that's pretty good time. That's right up there with qualifying times. In fact, that is a little bit faster, a few tenths or a few hundredths of a second, pardon me, a few hundredths of a second faster than what qualifying was. So that was a pretty darn good lap.
Absolutely. That car goes around. That's Jacob Musso. That brings out another caution.
Boy. Yeah, I think Jacob was around once earlier too. I think that's his second caution.
Quite possibly. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
ACE-HTI provides commercial smart security systems, audio-visual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide business networking and Wi-Fi solutions. All these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. Running a business these days is a tough and demanding job. Let the folks at ACE-HTI ensure that your place of business is safe for your workers and your company assets. ACE-HTI can offer you integrated burglar alarm systems, access control and health, and wellness systems to ensure the safety of your employees and visitors. If you are looking to modernize or purchase a new fire alarm system, look no further than ACE-HTI. We can offer you the latest state-of-the-art solutions to keep watch over your business. Does your surveillance system need a refresh? ACE-HTI can install the latest 4K surveillance cameras with custom analytics and AI to help you understand what's happening in and around your business. Are you a restaurant or hospitality venue? Does your facility host sporting events? Reach out to ACE-HTI for the latest in video displays and audio systems to enhance and define your place of business. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back to the IWM broadcast of the ACE-HTI Security 250 here at Martinsville. We are under caution for the 8th time tonight. We are 58 laps in, and we have still not figured out how to make it around this track successfully.
A couple more laps here to go back green again. We were talking earlier about Simon Madgen. I've been following his car on my iRacing screen, and boy, that right side front splitter is way up in the air. So he still has a lot of repairs to go on that car. It's getting better every chance he gets to stop, but yeah, it's still towed out, and that front splitter is like 6 inches off the ground instead of an inch like the left-hand side.
Also, Tony Japs is back out, but he was pretty damaged. We saw him last time. He seems to not be wobbling. Looking at the 46 of Simon Madgen. You can see the gap that Jeff was talking about. That is not.
Whoa. He's going to wear that right front out even as much as we're stopping. He's skinning the rubber off of that just on the caution laps.
All right, lap 60 uncompleted under caution. green flag flies and we're back underway here at Martinsville.
I think nobody is contesting Jordan Wetzel on these restarts. They figure there's no money paid for getting to the front right now. There's still a lot of racing left to go. So nobody's in the front. They're trying to mind their P's and Q's and behave and just do some good, solid but safe racing. Don't get overly aggressive this early in the race. That's what's that old saying? If you want to finish first you have to finish.
Fair.
And, they're taking that to heart. Whoa!
12. That is the 12 of
yeah.
Eric Jeffers, but no caution. No caution.
Good.
Just happened to catch him that live. With them back in the field, see the 6 of Dan Hughes.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of wall contact that we don't see, and fortunately we can keep racing as long as it's somebody's not impeding somebody else's progress or making a mess out of things.
Looking up to the 50 of Martin Giroux with his Halloween paint scheme. The 79 of Scott Thomas. There's the 43 of Garrett Wallen getting up under the 20 of Martin Pinnell. See 28 of Joe Musso. And in front of him, the 77 of Corey Bunch, who started last, probably the smartest move of the race.
Yep. He is working his way up slowly but surely.
Right now on the bumper of Michael Whitley Jr. with that, I believe that's Hocus Pocus. That's a Halloween classic movie.
Yeah, Corey Bunch is all the way up to 8th, so he's cracked the top 10. Roughly 65 laps into this when we went back green again.
That's the 10 of Burton Broadbeck, who's sitting currently in 3rd. And then up front, it's the Jordan and Jordan show. Jordan Wetzel out in front, and hot on his tail is Jordan Booth in the 41. Oh, caution's
there
back
we go.
out. Looks like Tyler Lem may be involved. The number of drivers, Tyler Lem, Dan Hughes, and Eric Jeffers. Again, let's see what happened.
Well, we almost made it 10 laps under green.
So that's the 50 of Martin Giroux going around. Let's pause that and kind of back that up just a little bit. So it looks like what happened is the 50 of Martin Giroux.
Looks like he's going to hit that curb, huh?
Looks like he's on the brakes. Like maybe he's just maybe a little bit too late in getting out of the throttle. Winds up very hot. Winds up on top of the curb. Slips off, and then unfortunately he can't get it pointed in the right direction. Goes around. The 25 says, "Oh, I move up," and unfortunately there was Dan Hughes.
Yeah,
and
that's just one of those instinct. You react to it, and unfortunately for Dan Hughes, he comes out the loser on that one, backs it into the wall there. The 99 gets into the back of him.
No damage in the 20 of Jeffers. He needed not to get involved, and he did. He stayed out of it. All right. We're slowly chipping away at these laps, but we're slowly adding to our caution count.
By my count, that's 9 cautions now. in 73 laps.
Yep, that's what the board shows as well.
One of the things that we haven't paid too much attention to because of all the fuss over the playoffs is we've got team racing going on as well. Right now in the team standings, Full Throttle Motorsports is taking care of the lead in the team standings, followed by Roadrunner Motorsports in second and 40 XLI in third spot. So these guys, in addition to running for themselves, just like in the real NASCAR series, we have teams going as well. And right now, Full Throttle Motorsports is holding down that team championship.
All right, just checking in with Simon Madgen. He was in getting some repairs done. And they have not repaired that right front, but I'm hopeful he's going to get that taken care of.
Well, Jordan Wenzel doing a great job tonight at forcing his way into that Final Four for Phoenix. If he can hang on to this lead the rest of the race, then he'll be in great shape.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we are 75 laps in, 1/4 of the way around. We are back under green here at Martinsville in the ACE-HTI Security 250. Looks like the 15 of Clark Franz is really wearing out the bumper of Jordan Booth. He's been right there the whole time.
Yeah. He says, we're about 1/3 of the way through this thing. I'm going to start making some noise here.
Well, like you said before, this is a rhythm track. You've got to get your stuff in gear and run your rhythm. But the challenge that you face is that you're at the mercy of those guys who you're racing around. They've got to also have that same level of rhythm.
Absolutely. How many times have we seen tonight where somebody that doesn't have their rhythm, they get a little out of shape, and unfortunately somebody else pays the bigger price for it usually.
And it's super easy to do here at Martinsville. You don't have a really wide margin for error getting in and out of these corners. And being spatially aware, lucky that 6 didn't go around. He rode right up on top of that curb.
He took a big hop off of that curb. I was surprised he was able to keep it straight there. Good recovery. See Eric Jeffers and Ron Fitting in the 12-3. We're having a good battle back there. Now Eric Jeffers is moving out a little bit more in front of him.
It's the battle with Tyro Lem and Martin Pinnell. Oh, I think Dan Hughes was almost went around. Oh, he is his tires. Oh, and they're spinning in front. Caution flies again for Jacob Musso. I think the 3 of Ron Fitting was involved. So if I had to guess, Dan Hughes with that push that you saw, in fact, I wouldn't even call it a push. I would say that was officially a shove that that car experienced there. Yeah. I think after 83 laps, if you and here's the thing, you can really abuse your tires.
Absolutely. And boy, once it's not like you can slow down for a couple laps and get them back. Once they're gone, you can help it a little bit, but really they're still gone. Everybody coming in here. Probably going to see a lot of 4-tire changes here. Yep, the 81 there. Right side's going on. Oh, right side's only for him. He's just going to barely squeak out that first spot coming out of the pits, too.
All right, that now, interestingly enough, only some of the field came down. A few drivers stayed out. The 43 of Garrett Walden did not come down.
Yeah, he picked up 7 spots by doing that, so that's a great way to get track position. My guess is he was in earlier, and he may have changed tires already.
Yeah, it does look like it. He was in on lap 47, so his tires may be good. But I know Dan Hughes, he's still in the pits after slamming that wall. He had some definite damage to try and repair on that number 6 Ford.
Yeah, we've got 3 drivers, more than that. 3 drivers that are a lap down. Eric Jeffers, Austin Walt, Dan Hughes, all 1 lap down. Jacob Mossau, 4 laps down now.
I think Jacob has retired.
Ah, okay.
And we're going to see that. We've got,
Yep.
we've got a lot of damage on some of these cars, and you can repair some, but as we're still watching Simon Magin trying to get that car repaired.
Yeah, I'm watching him
much.
in the pits right now, and he's just sitting there getting repairs, not getting any service done on the car, just getting some more of that repair time.
My concern here, Jeff, is going to be this restart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Garrett
One
Walden,
car up front.
Yeah, luckily, the way the restarts work here on these short tracks is that he will be able to jump out to a little bit of a advantage, but with the fact that he's got older tires by 40 laps, he's going to get run over pretty quick, and there's not a lot of room here at Martinsville.
No, they'll have to go around him one at a time, and I have a feeling Jordan Wenzel's going to try to make quick use out of him, get around him as quickly as he possibly can. Maybe not turn 1, but it won't be too long after that.
All right, we're back underway here. Garrett Walden is out in front. Jordans. Well, Jordan Wenzel, Vernon Broadback, Michael Whitley behind. Jordan Booth is back at the tail end of this field.
Well, so far they've just settled in. I guess they want to see what he's got before they put their race at risk. That's probably smart thinking on their part. As long as he's not holding them up too badly, then, there we go.
Cautions out Scott Thomas and Alex Forget-Berube, pointing the wrong way. And Garrett Walden, who was up front there, we were just talking about him, he actually turned his fastest lap of the race that last time by.
Wow. Yeah, clean air. That's what that'll do for you.
Clean air,
Very
I guess.
Respectable 19.4.
Yeah, clean air, a bit of good living, get you a good time.
Yep. Well, you see right there on the tower on the left-hand side of the screen, you've got Jordan Wenzel, Vernon Broadbeck, Michael Whitley. All 3 of those guys are in the top 8 trying to get that one last spot. And that's going to be quite a battle out of those 3 guys to see who gets that. I
just realized that we blew it. That last caution that flew was actually the stage break. We were so caught up.
Oh, okay.
We're so caught up in all these wrecks, cautions. This is the 11th caution of the night. The 10th was actually the stage break. I was just reminded of that stage break.
Yep. I had forgotten totally about that.
Yep.
wrapped up in all the different strategies and what these guys are trying to do, it's easy to lose track of some things like that.
Let's go back and take a quick look at what just happened there. Washington 19 there, go around. He just is on him.
Wow.
Go to contact with the 28. 3 gets slammed. 75 gets, and that's the 15 gets some contact. 99 gets through. And what happened to Scott Thomas? I think Scott watches the events unfold in front of him. Sees a 20 on the brakes, locking it up. 19 ahead is spinning. Contact. And unfortunately, he tries to avoid it, but unfortunately, he unsettles his car. Takes a good slam in the wall there.
When you're just coming off that corner and you give it too much wheel, that back end's going to come around on you. Unfortunately, that's a natural reaction. You want to jerk the wheel left so you don't get into the middle of that mess and then end up getting into a mess of your own. Tough break.
All right, so lap 95. 11 cautions. Well, we're averaging a little bit more. Not a whole lot more.
Garrett Walden getting ready to take us to green in that Logitech number 43. Got a nice paint job on the side of that.
All right, back underway here.
Yeah, that outside lane must just have that much of a jump to it because nobody's been contested on a restart tonight all night long. So the outside lane is obviously where people want to go to get that good grip and get a good jump.
Looking back through the field, watching Scott Thomas try to get back up to the front. A lot of cautions back out.
To caution.
Tyler Lemon, Jordan Booth involved.
Jordan Booth just came on the radio, apologized, said he turned left and it just snapped around on him. Oh, there's why it snapped around on him. That was weird.
You see him coming out of the corner.
Yeah.
Coming out of 2.
Tyler Lame does not get into the gas fast enough, I think, there. So you can see the 41 getting up to him.
And unfortunately,
he just
too much throttle.
Yep. When you're in the gas that hard, those back wheels can break loose, and that's what happened there. Corey Bunch made his way up to P5 now. Slowly making his way up to the front. Looks like that strategy of starting at the back has paid off well for him. We're not even halfway yet, and he's already in the top 5.
Jordan Booth sat on pit road to maybe take care of any repairs.
Yep, this is, you can tell it's playoff time. We're here lap 100 out of 250, and our top 5 consists of 1 driver that's locked in, 3 drivers that are in the hunt, and Garrett Walden, who happens to have the P1 pole position for this restart, and get a lot of playoff drivers up front. So going to be interesting here as we get further into this race. Hopefully we can get a a long green flag run here and let guys start getting things sorted out.
All right, lap 101. We are making our way as we march towards 250 here. Jordan Booth is back in the pits. Of course, Jordan's already locked himself in. He's had fabulous season so far.
Yeah, our three drivers that are locked in, you've got Corey Bunch in P5, Alex Forget in P12, and then Jordan Booth back there in P15. He got kind of shuffled to the back there, but he was running up front a while ago when we were having the Jordan show. Simon Madgen working his way back too. He's up to 16th now.
Pace car is off. And Garrett Walden back underway here. Jumps out to a good little spot, but at some point, there, and at some point is now actually the 81.
81.
Oh, he had to back up out of the throttle. He went super hot, and unfortunately, doing that, he got a little bit of Vernon Broadback right there. Michael Whitley is also making a good charge. He is on the outside. Michael needs a win. Go, sort of 15. There's a little bit of action there. That 15 of Clark Friends. I thought it was off the pace, but yeah, he has cycled back pretty far, but he is pointed in the right direction. Back up front, Garrett Walden is out there, and the 81 of Jordan Wenzel trying again to get underneath them. Hard to pass here at Martinsville.
And that really shows the difficulty of it. I mean, Jordan Wenzel's had the car to beat all night long, and here Garrett Walden on older tires is still able to hold him off. And that's partly, great part because of the difficulty to pass here at Martinsville.
This is one of those tracks where you're really biding your time and waiting for that driver to make a mistake. And you saw that, you saw the 43, he really just lit up.
There he goes.
He got a little hard on the brakes, and that really kind of upset his rhythm. And that allowed not only the 81 underneath, but now the 10 of Vernon Broadback, who also wants to win.
Nope.
Got the 94 of Michael Whitley and
108. Caution.
Tyler Lem, unfortunately. That could be a single car incident. You just never know. That's exactly what it was.
Yep. That was pretty early in the corner, too.
Yep.
Yeah, usually if they're going to come around, it's going to come around a little bit later on exit, not on entrance.
All right, we will take another commercial. We will be right back. Thank you for tuning in to the IWM broadcast network of the ACE-HTI Security 250 here at Martinsville.
ACE-HTI provides residential and commercial smart security systems, audiovisual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide home and business Wi-Fi networking. All of these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. When you need more than a website or trying to Google an answer, reach out to ACE-HTI. Our crack team of experts and technical support specialists can provide you answers when you need it the most. During business hours, you can reach our in-house help desk for those quick and easy fixes that can save you money. After hours and over the weekend, you can use our 24/7 emergency tech line. Our operator will get a technician on the phone with you within minutes. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back to the IWM Broadcast Network. If you could, you saw that little button there. If you could like and subscribe, that way we'll keep you up to date with reminders of events coming up, and we can see you each week here on the IWM Broadcast Network of our Wednesday night and Thursday night series. So the 81 of Jordan Wenzel will be in charge of this restart. Vernon Broadback will be to his outside. Garrett Walden will be in third and behind the leader. And Michael Whitley will be in fourth. Those guys have worked their way up. Corey Bunch, who started last, is now up to fifth.
Apologize for coughing into the mic there. I've got my mute button and forgot I have to hold it. I just hit it. Jordan Wenzel back in his, this is interesting. Jordan Wenzel is taking the inside row for this restart.
Yeah. My guess is he's had some practice on the outside, try the inside, see if that works.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's probably for a good reason, because he knows that 10 of Vernon Broadback, he wants that lead. And the only way to defend it is really to take that inside.
Yep. That's a good strategy move on his part.
His car is off. Green flag is in the air, and we are underway. Good jump by the 81, but the 10 was not far behind. He did not let that 81 get too far ahead.
Yep, Vernon Broadback definitely wants to race his way in.
He just got spun. Just like that, he got spun. Wait, the caution did not come out.
That's interesting. Garrett Walden got into him, apologized for it, said it was not intentional. I'm surprised that the caution didn't come out. He must have saved that car pretty quickly.
That allowed Jordan Wenzel. He's got car in the. We're playing a little bit of ping the bumper cars here. The 28. That's Joe Musso. That's some right side damage on that 28 car.
Well, if he's got right side damage, he had some help getting out there.
The 20 was pushing really badly. Looking at the 20 of Martin Pinnell.
Yeah, 3's going to make quick work of him. He's just not able to get back to the gas.
Back up with the 28 of Joe Musso. To the 15 of Clark Franz underneath. Clark is, I think he's a lap down. He is one lap down, and really he's the one to get his lap back if the next caution, if and when that next caution does come out. All right, back up front, Corey Bunch has made his way around the 43 of Garrett Walden, and that's who Jordan Wenzel has in his rear view.
Vernon Broadbeck has recovered. He's in 7th spot, now just moved up to 6th. So a little bit of a setback, but
we got 3 retirees tonight. Dan Hughes, Austin Walton, and Jacob Musso have retired. Tony Japs is still hopeful he can get that car repaired and get back out there. Now, surprisingly enough, you get Simon Madgen is still. And look, that car, that right front has been repaired.
Good for him. Yeah, he is still looking aero-wise not too good, but fortunately aero's not as important on this track.
Oh no, yeah, that nose is completely toast. So Jordan Wenzel is out front. He's got really between himself and the 77, they've nearly got almost a full straightaway ahead of the 41 of Jordan Booth, who now finds himself back up to third.
And we've actually got a good green flag run going here.
Knocking wood. Knocking wood.
Don't jinx it, Jeff.
And we're just crossed the halfway point here at Martinsville. I don't know why it feels like such a relief that we've made it past halfway, but it has been a long day.
Boy, it has. Earlier during one of the yellow flag slowdowns, drivers up front were talking about being past their bedtime. It's taken so long to get to this point, but fortunately here, I think we're starting to settle in a little bit. We had a couple longer runs. Now we've got our best long run, green flag run of the evening. So if we keep this going, we have 6 of the top 7 that are playoff contenders. 3 that are locked in and 3 that are battling for the other spot. And then Simon Madgen, who's been playing a catch-up game all night, is only down in 15th. So there's a chance that he could make his way back up as well.
He is the last car on the lead lap. Interesting fact, Garrett Walden here, currently running in 4th, has not pitted since lap 47.
His tires have to be starting to they're starting to show the wear now.
Maybe. We have not had a whole lot of green laps, but now that we've got this little stint going.
Yep, his will fall off faster than everybody else's at this point. It'll be interesting to see how long he can stay up there in that 4th spot. I think we'll see him come to pit road next caution, though.
Yeah, the 10 of Vernon Broadback is trying to find a way to get around him, but hey, Garrett Walden's still strong. That last lap was 1992. Broadback was 1997. First year leaders were out there in plenty of clean air and sunshine. They're turning laps of 19.60 with Corey Bunch 19.58.
Boy.
Up front, Corey Bunch is trying to find a way to close that gap.
Yeah, I think what you're going to see with, Garrett Walden must have gone around because he's dropping like a rock.
Yep, that's Garrett Walden who may have spun. We'll go back and look. He may have had a little help. Got the 10 right behind him.
You can see the 10 gaining on him there. Oh, yeah. He lifted early. The 10 went in hot.
Yep. And
finished him off there, too.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. With that, we've got a number of drivers who are now coming down pit road.
I think Vernon wanted around him, but I don't think he wanted around him that way. I don't think that was intentional. But he definitely got into the back of him. A lot of cars coming down pit road.
Yep.
See there the 81. George Wenzel getting right side tires. Let's see if he takes left as well. I think so. He's still in his pit box.
All right, that shakes up the field a bit. So here on lap 135, that's how we'll score it, that 14th caution. The 12 car of Tony, I think that's the 12 car of Eric Jeffers is out there. He'll get the wave around. I think he may have gotten his lap back, and he'll wind up at the tail end of the lead lap.
Jordan Booth came out there in first spot. Looks like he took fuel only. His pit stop was under 6 seconds. Jordan Wenzel took right sides only. He came in at just under 10. And then Corey Bunch came out in third. He must have taken 4. He had a 14.5-second pit stop.
Yeah, pretty much except for those two guys, everybody had a full stop. And a couple others made some repairs. So those longer pit stops with Alex Forget-Berube. That's a 30-second stop, obviously getting some repairs. Same way with Simon Badgen, who's still in the pits now, getting more repairs done.
Yep. He was fortunate, Simon was, that he didn't have a lot of required repairs, it seems like, from that accident early on that first caution flag.
Which is kind of odd.
Yeah, it really is. But he's had a lot of optional repairs and has spent a lot of time. Every caution flag he's been in the pits getting a little bit of work done each time.
All right, green flag flies again with the 41 of Jordan Booth out in front.
Yeah, that fuel-only stop was able to get him his first control car restart tonight. So jumped out and take advantage of that clean air. Corey Bunch and Vernon Broadbeck back there in third and fourth. Just door to door. Oh! One of them went around. Oh, it looks like he saved it though.
Vernon Broadbeck.
Yep, good save on his part. He was at that point of no return and somehow returned.
See if we can capture it here. That's the 77 of Corey Bunch down low. All by himself. But great save right there. He knew he was able to not let that car whip right, which would have taken him right into the field and then right into the retaining wall.
Yeah, that was some excellent driving there to be able to save that car. Jordan Booth still in the lead, followed by Jordan Wenzel, close behind him. And Corey Bunch, Michael Whitley Jr., Tyler Lame, Joe Mossow, Vince Burns in 7th, Martin Giroux in 8th, Garrett Walton has slipped back to 9th now, and Vernon Broadbeck in 10th.
Simon Badgen may have crashed again. Maybe hit the wall. Let's go back and just see what happened to Simon. Oh, contact with the curb.
Yep.
The front end of that car does not need to be touching that wall at all.
No. He does not need more front end damage. Fortunately, I'm looking at the front of his car right now. It doesn't look like it hurt it too badly. Oh, car went around right behind Simon there. About 5 or 6 cars behind him.
That was the 50 of Martin Giroux. Oh, I'm not sure he came. Maybe he did not know that the 10 was there, but sent him around.
Yeah, that's Vernon Broadbeck has had a rough stretch here in these last several laps. Doing his best to stay up front, be a contender, but
150 laps done, a lot of drivers coming down onto pit road.
Yeah, our last pit stop was what, around 108, or our last caution flag. Looks like last pit stop was actually around 80 or 90, 83, 82, another one at 96, so yeah. Oh, sorry, here we go, 135, 136. And those are the guys running up front right now that stopped then. So we've got Garrett Wald back up on the front row now for this restart. Clark Franz is back up in 3rd spot. Then you've got
it's very
Jordan
interesting.
Wenzel, Jordan Booth in 6th and 7th.
I mean, we're not going to kid ourselves and think that this is the last caution that could come out.
No.
But at the same time, I think if you went down and took fuel and tires here at lap 150, I mean, we saw drivers that definitely turned 100 laps. So
yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, we got about a little over 40 green flag laps on that run, which is by far the longest green flag run we've had so far. Makes the race go so much faster.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we thank you for tuning in to the IWM Broadcast Network. We are fortunate to be able to bring you these sim racing on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. We're here with the iNRS Racing Series, which their series mimics the regular NASCAR series. They race the same tracks that you'll see on Sunday here on Thursday. This is the last race in the round of 8 before we head to Phoenix with the final 4. Now, as we talked about in the pre-show, right now Corey Bunch, Jordan Wenzel, and Alex Forget have punched their ticket into the playoffs. Jordan Wenzel is right there, but a win would solidify it.
Yeah, absolutely. Jordan Wenzel has that 4th spot now, just on points. If he can hold that position, chances are he's going to keep that. All he's got to do is run up there for the rest of this race.
Corey Bunch is out in front and was the leader on this restart. Garrett Walden has made his way back up to 2nd. He's got Clark Franz right there on his tail. Seeing a little bit of tire smoke coming out as Clark hits those corners. I'm wondering if he needs to adjust his brake bias. Oh, he just puts the bumper. 15 puts the bumper to Garrett Walden, sending him around. Caution does not come out, and that cycles Garrett Walden, the 43, all the way back into 13th.
Yeah, a little bad blood between those guys on the radio right at the moment.
That is an Earnhardt bumper right there.
Yeah, that was not an accident, I don't think.
Well,
fortunately, we stayed under green and kept going.
Yeah, not so fortunate for Garrett Walden. He is not happy.
No.
But
he's not. He's dropped all the way back to 14th now.
plenty of opportunity for him to come back. Corey Bunch out in front. Clark Franz right there in second. The 81 of Jordan Wenzel sitting there in third.
Right now, Clark Franz is in the spoiler position. He's running second. If he could pull off a win in this race, he would bypass those 4 guys that are fighting for the spot, 5 guys that are fighting for the spot, and punch his ticket in. Caution is out on 159.
Martin Pinnell. And I saw Jordan Booth crashed as well. So let's go back and see what happened to Jordan.
Yeah, he's gone way down the list. He's down to 16th right now.
He was super loose and was not able to hold it.
Yeah,
84
again.
Whitley gets by the 20. No place to go. Martin Pinnell doors him.
Yeah, again, that's at least the second time that we've seen somebody get loose on entry, which I don't know if he's coming in too hot or what caused that, but
A lot of drivers on pit road.
'28 of Joseph Mossau in pits there, getting right side tires. That 43 getting right side tires as well, and now left side tires on 43 and the 28. Great shot right there. But look, these cars look like when they're getting pit stops. Unfortunately, you don't get to see the pit crew on the broadcast, but pit crew's doing a great job for these guys. So much on the driver getting into and out of the pit box, especially on green flag stops. It's so easy to lose 2-3 seconds on the track just by one little slight error on a pit stop. Driver gets in just a little too deep or a little too shallow into the box, and you see some of the best drivers on iRacing are also very good pit stop drivers.
All right.
Clark Franz in the lead right now. Still, and I think for the rest of this race, he's going to hold the fastest lap. That 12.27. That's just a smoking hot lap for a race lap. And he was able, so you know he's got a fast car. He's up in the front now, and he could very easily be a spoiler in this now as well.
Mike Wheel from Mosh Racing basically said, I'm predicting the 81 taking the last spot. Now, you could be right. He's well positioned in points and on the racetrack.
Yeah, once the scoring tower comes back on the left side of the screen, we'll see what playoff drivers are where. And this race is getting interesting. Now we're down to less than 100 laps to go here on lap 164, and there you see it. Clark Franz is in the catbird seat if he can hold on to that position, but Jordan Wenzel, Vernon Broadbeck, and Michael Whitley Jr., all contenders that are trying to either point their way in or get in with the win.
On that restart, the outside line did not start well, and the 99 punted the back of the 10 big time. Now that may have been, well, probably not. That's the 99 of Tyler Lem laying the bumper to the back of the 10, saying, hey, buddy, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so tough when somebody checks up in front of you on a restart, because you want to be going, and then somebody checks up for whatever reason, and cautions back out again, 167.
All right, looks like that was a Martin Giroux Corey Bunch involved. Let's go and see what happened to the 77. You can see some left front damage on that 77. Sends the 50 around. Then the 28 makes the 77 a sandwich. And while we were looking at this incident, something else may have happened on the track. Try to go back and just see what happened. Oh, he just stopped. The 15 of Clark Franz just stopped because he needed to let the pace car go by.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy Halloween, folks. If you're celebrating tonight with the kiddos or yourself, getting out there and getting yourself some candy, getting out and spending some time outside. It was a beautiful night here in the Southeast. But with this league, we're fortunate. We've got drivers from all across the U.S. and Canada. A big Canadian contingent. Alex Roger-Berube, Martin Pinnell, Simon Magin, and Martin Giroux, all from the Great North.
Yeah, a lot of good Canadian drivers in this league. I like seeing that. Just in iRacing in general, a lot of support from drivers up in Canada. And really all around the world. I mean, it's crazy. I was telling somebody the other day, I was in a race that I had, I think it was 8 different drivers from different countries in Europe that were on. I was running in a late afternoon race, and it's evening time over there. And it's a good cross section of countries represented here in iRacing, and again right here in this league that has done such a great job this year, following the actual Cup schedule with their schedule, and just getting a chance to watch it tonight. Clark Franz in the lead, still wants to hold on to that catbird seat. And Jordan Wenzel, Vernon Brodbeck, Michael Whitley Jr. are trying desperately to take it away from him.
That pace car will be dropping off soon. 41 and 46 are racing to get back to catch up to the field. They're at the tail end of the field. We are at lap 171 with 17 cautions in the books. All right, Jeff, I just sent you a text.
Good jump on that inside row. See Clark Franz in that 15. And followed closely by that Reese's car of Vern Brodbeck, who has worked his way up into second spot. Good jump back forward for him. He's had his share of bumping going on around him. And then you've got Jordan Wenzel, who led so many laps at the beginning of the race. They're in third spot. So 3 guys trying really hard to get up there in front of Clark Franz. All 3 of them a win and they're in. All 4 of them actually. Anybody that wins this race is guaranteed to make it to the Final 4 in Phoenix next week. But these 3 guys, Vernon Brodbeck in the 15 and the 10, excuse me, who has just taken the lead. Clark Franz all of a sudden dropped from first to third. Vernon and Jordan decided it was time to go. They said, okay, we're getting down to, we got 75 laps to go. It's time to start really racing, getting a little racy here, and they're going to get out in front, see if they can put some distance between them and the rest of the contenders. So you got Vernon Broadbeck in the 10 in the lead right now, followed closely by the 81 of Jordan Wenzel, and then the 15 of Clark Franz. He's still making a go of it. He's not conceding anything at this point, but he's going to stay right up in there. You see these guys each separated by about 2 car lengths. Clark Franz seems to make gains on the entrance into the turn, coming into the entry, and then, but when he does that, he can't get back to the gas quite as fast and loses a little bit there on the exit.
Oh, caution's back out, Jeff. Caution's back out.
Here it is, lap 178.
Looks like Garrett Walden and Scott Thomas involved. Guessing it's probably the same type of accident or incident we saw before. Just looping it around, unfortunately.
Yeah, that time on the exit, just back to the gas a little too soon, or carrying too much speed through the corner there. But fortunately, he didn't delay him too much. He was able to get back running again. He'll go in here if he's got tires available, maybe put some tires on that car.
All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. We'll see you soon.
Athletic Training Solutions specializes in on-site health and wellness programs for industrial athletes. We focus on the treatment and management of work-related injury and illness, as well as employee health and wellness. As one of the leading providers of occupational health services, we serve businesses of all sizes and types. Our experienced, certified athletic trainers work with each client organization to minimize employee disability, promote employee health and wellness, and help to control healthcare costs. We work with a network of doctors that are trained with an understanding of OSHA recordings.
ACE-HTI provides residential and commercial smart security systems, audiovisual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide home and business Wi-Fi networking. All of these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. When you need more than a website or trying to Google an answer, reach out to ACE-HTI. Our crack team of experts and technical support specialists can provide you answers when you need it the most. During business hours, you can reach our in-house help desk for those quick and easy fixes that can save you money. After hours and over the weekend, you can use our 24/7 emergency tech line. Our operator will get a technician on the phone with you within minutes. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, we are back, and the pace car is about to turn off its lights.
It was interesting during that caution flag. The 77 Corey Bunch, his team, Full Throttle Motorsports, in first place, and he was giving coaching tips to some of his other drivers there on restarts, what lane's working, what lane's not, don't overthink it, that type of thing. So be interesting to see how we roll here. Vernon Broadbeck bringing us to the green.
Vernon Broadbeck and his teammate Clark Franz with Roadrunner Motorsports. Jumps out. That's positions 1 and 2. See Micah Whitley Jr., he's still working hard to remain relevant, trying to get the outside of Tyler Lem and take over that position solidly in 4th. Not quite there yet. 9-9 takes back over that position. There's some hard racing going on. That's the 12 on the outside of Eric Jeffers. He's back up front. He's door to door with the 94. Oh, spinning in the back. That's the 50. we stay green? Yes, we stay green.
Yeah, he's last car on the lead lap at this point. Martin Giroux in that 50 car.
Well, at some point, the admins are watching these cautions tick up, and they're basically saying, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's just stay green.
Yeah. Jordan Booth, very gentleman guy, talking about Martin Giroux in that spin. He said he got loose, and when he did, I tried to stay off him, but I got into him. So a little bit of contact, a little bit of just the car getting loose. That's one of those racing deals.
Yep, Booth is back in 16th, the very tail end of the lead lap. Looking up at the track map, you can see the 10 is out in front, and the 50 is all by himself trying to get back up on race pace. Looking at the last lap by the 50 of Martin Giroux is a 19.72. Unfortunately, Vernon Broadbeck in the 10's last lap, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that, was a 19.91. Broadbeck's last lap was a 19.36, so over half a second faster, and so he will eventually catch up as if we stay green here.
Yeah, you can see him making up ground already. He was almost a straightaway. Now he's less than a straightaway. So it's he's gonna reel him in. They were 0.4 of a second difference that last lap. So you're right. He's gonna catch him if we stay green here for a while. Lap 192 out of 250. Vernon Broadbeck in the lead. Clark Franz is still trying to be relevant in there, trying to keep himself in a position where he could sneak a win out of this and end up in the playoffs. Would be
no,
that's right.
Yeah, this is a spoiler opportunity for the 15.
Yep. Yeah, so you got Vernon Broadbeck, Jordan Wenzel, and Michael Whitley Jr. all running up front in the top 5, and those are the 3 guys that have a shot right at the moment of filling that 4th and final playoff spot.
What's this battle back here? Yeah, with Wenzel to the inside of the 15, trying to take that second spot away.
These guys do a good job of racing each other clean up front. And that's harder than it looks to go through a Martinsville corner side by side.
Absolutely. All right, almost to 200, just 4 laps to go. A couple notables will drop back. Jordan Booth, he has got his hands full. Lots of traffic back in 14th spot. There's a lot of beat up race cars. His car is a little beat up as well. Trying to work his way up through traffic. You see that was Martin Pinnell kind of going around. Did not loop it, but back there keeping it pointed in the right direction.
Yeah, started watching Jordan Booth, and he's having a battle with the 28 car there of Joe Mossow, and he's got his hands full trying to get through those corners. He's just got just a little bit of a loose condition, but not bad. That you can see his hands moving a little bit there on exit.
I think that was cautious
yeah, right
back
behind
out.
them.
Yeah. I think that was the 46 of Simon Magin that went around.
That is our 18th caution of the night. I don't think we're going to make it to the spring race record of 27, but it is Halloween.
It is Halloween. Our 19th caution of the night for a single car spin with the 46. Vernon Broadbeck is the scored leader at that caution.
Yeah, that 46 of Simon Madgen is in the pits right now, trying to get a little bit fixed on his car there. Vernon Broadbeck choosing to take the bottom on this restart. A little bit of chatter on the radio as we get into this final 50 lap run of 8 tires versus 4 tires. So I think we've still got a little bumping and banging to go.
Yep, I don't doubt it. Again, this is the last opportunity. If you're going to best Wenzel out of that spot, the only way to do it is with a win. Now, he's right there defending that, but you know, those guys behind, Michael Whitley in particular, Vernon Broadbeck, they need to best Jordan Wenzel to get into the Final Four.
Yep, and here's something interesting too. You're going to see that 15 of Clark Franz really trying to get his way up to second spot, because he's teammates with Vernon Broadbeck in Roadrunner Motorsports. And so if he can get in between Broadbeck and Wenzel, then all of a sudden that makes Vernon's job that much easier of getting across the finish line in first place.
Yep, 47 laps to go, 48 probably at the restart. 48, 46 to 45 once we get this back underway. Lights should go off now as we cross lap 204. Little punchy here. It's been a long night of cautions and laps. And little rough.
Makes me thankful I don't have to get up as early tomorrow as normal. So.
All right, we appreciate those of you who are tuning in live tonight, or those who may watch this on a replay. Good, like and subscribe, and we'll keep you up to date with all the happenings here at the IWM broadcast channel. We'll see how this restart goes with Vernon, see how much of a gap he gets, and there he goes.
And you see Clark Franz get back up there alongside Jordan Wenzel, trying to not let him get that advantage. Clark wants that second spot so he can run interference for his teammate, Vernon Broadbeck.
He's having a hard time. He's door to door with the 81.
He is.
It's so hard to pass here. Oh, locked it up. He was completely locked up. He let that car sail in the corner, but not enough. The 81 slips by, and now he's got the 99 of Tyler Lem on his tail.
That's going to make Franz's job that much harder now. He's got not only got to be aggressive in front, but he's got to be defensive behind him to get himself up into that second spot. And he's slowly slipping back, but here we go.
Under caution.
208.
The 41. 41 goes around. Jordan Booth, Joe Musso, they get involved. Let's go back and.
Yeah, those guys, unfortunately, the last 2 cars on the lead lap.
I think
41. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Saves it, but it spins the 28 who gets T-boned again. Yeah. Joe Massau he was not at fault in that, but ended up coming out the worst.
I don't think, I guess if Jordan Booth wanted to rank his favorite tracks, I'm not sure Martinsville will be on that list.
Nope, certainly not the fall race.
It's been a tough night here for the 41.
Fortunately for Jordan Booth, he's already locked into Phoenix the championship run, but and it's a good thing because he is not having good luck here tonight.
Nope. All right, we're going to let this run. We'll run a commercial, but we'll go side by side. You won't miss anything. Thanks for watching the IWN Broadcast Network.
ACE-HTI provides commercial smart security systems, audio-visual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide business networking and Wi-Fi solutions. All these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. Running a business these days is a tough and demanding job. Let the folks at ACE-HTI ensure that your place of business is safe for your workers and your company assets. ACE-HTI can offer you integrated burglar alarm systems, access control and health, and wellness systems to ensure the safety of your employees and visitors. If you are looking to modernize or purchase a new fire alarm system, look no further than ACE-HTI. We can offer you the latest state-of-the-art solutions to keep watch over your business. Does your surveillance system need a refresh? ACE-HTI can install the latest 4K surveillance cameras with custom analytics and AI to help you understand what's happening in and around your business. Are you a restaurant or hospitality venue? Does your facility host sporting events? Reach out to ACE-HTI for the latest in video displays and audio systems to enhance and define your place of business. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back. We are currently at lap 212 of 250. Lights will go off next time by with the pace car. Field is already formed up. They've done that in anticipation.
Yeah, they are ready to go. I think everybody out there wants to get this over with, but they want to get it over with themselves in that first spot. So they're not slacking off on the battling. They're gonna keep going at it tooth and nail until we can get to lap 250.
37 laps to go. 36 at the start finish. They could run till green.
Great restart by the 10. Myrna Broadbeck got a good jump there.
Clark Francis, 15, had the opportunity, still is trying to battle and block and keep that second position out of the hands of the 81, but too strong. That 81 makes its way around and takes over second place.
That outside line just pins that guy down on the inside lane and can't get back to the gas soon enough. So that's where you saw the 81 get the better of him. Boy, they were running 3 wide in the back there. Jordan Booth just went around.
Caution comes out again.
He was outside of 3 wide.
Oh, punted by the 46. Simon Madgen gets into the right rear of the 41. He was already loose. So the 41, he's up high. He's pushing a bit. Gets loose. 46 was really no place to go. And sends the 41 around. Well, Jeff, we may threaten that spring race caution. Hate to say it.
We are getting close. Let's see.
21.
Yep, you're right. 21 cautions.
Anything's possible.
30 laps to go. Surely we won't have 6 cautions in 30 laps.
Surely.
But we did at the beginning. We had exactly 6 cautions in Oh, 5 laps. No, 5 cautions in 30 laps.
Yeah.
First 30 laps of the race, we had 5 cautions. So it's possible, but we hope it's very unlikely.
41 is on pit road. Probably trying to elicit any repair he can get. The 94 is also on pit road.
Getting right side tires, left side tires, a full load of fuel. He'll be good to go to the end. The leaders, their last pit stop was at lap 149.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you what, that's going to be 100. If they don't get tires, that's going to be 101 laps. Now, a lot of those are caution laps, but.
Well, I think that's why you saw Michael Whitley Jr. there on pit road. He came down. That's his final stop of the night. He got 4 tires, a full tank of fuel. He could just run the wheels off. Of course, I say that it's Martinsville, so you really can't do a watermelon man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But certainly with fresher tires, you can make a bigger push.
Yeah, and that was, I think, a good strategy move for Whitley. He was back far enough. He wasn't able to make any ground up on these guys. So, hey, you got to do something that they're not doing. If you do the same thing as the leaders, you'll be in the same spot. So, good for Michael Whitley Jr. for taking a chance and doing something different.
Well, he's got something. His challenge now is that he has got 29 laps to charge through the field, and the field back where he is at the tail end of the pack is full of the walking wounded.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you got Simon Magin, Jordan Booth right in front of him, both having difficulty with their cars.
I am anticipating it's going to get super chippy here soon enough.
Yeah, we've seen the guys up front playing it pretty clean so far. They're aggressive, but they've been clean for the most part. And now I think you're right. I think it's going to get a little testy, a little chippy. It's not going to be polite anymore.
15 doing a better job of trying to stay out of front of the 81.
Caution again.
Caution's out again. I think Ron Fitting possibly.
I think you're right. He all of a sudden dropped way to the back.
We're watching the 3 in that Monster Energy car right there. Came in a little hot.
Michael Whitley made up at 3 or 4 spots just in that little short green flag run. So, 28 gets into the 3 there.
Michael Whitley was lucky. He wound up on the inside of that incident. Number of drivers now on pit road. Probably a good opportunity to come down for tires.
Yeah, I didn't think it could be done, but Vernon Broadbeck did it. He bested Clark Franz on the fastest lap of the race by 3/100ths of a second. That's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting. We have 3 guys that their best lap of the night is under 19.3, and they are running first, second, and third.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
All right, 25 laps to go.
The cream usually rises to the top, and you've got some good drivers up front.
Now, interestingly enough, Clark France finds himself in second, which is going to put him to the inside. Vernon will take the high line. I'm sorry, the outside. Vernon will defend the inside, and that puts Jordan Wenzel behind the 10.
It's going to be an opportunity for Jordan to get back up there into second spot. Franz has it right now, but I think you've analyzed that right on the spot.
We'll be back to green momentarily. Just a couple more pacing. We've done a lot of pacing tonight. We seem to be experts at the pacing.
Well, they're not using as much gas. Save the teams a little money. Guys will probably have some tires left over after tonight too.
Some will, some will not. Some have.
Yeah.
Some drivers have been in the pits a lot tonight.
Yeah, I think Simon Magin definitely is not going to have any right fronts left.
Fair. With him, I will award him the Perseverance Award for keeping
Absolutely.
that car together.
And still on the lead lap. That's amazing. Yep. Here we go. Big jump by Vernon Broadbeck. At 15, trying to hang on to second spot. He's going to be at a disadvantage down here in this corner, I think, unless he can.
No, he's got a good
He's
block.
getting a little help.
Yeah.
Getting a little help from the 81 there getting into the corner. But he got second.
Oh, right there. He's 81 got around. I thought it was so close that he was going to put the bumper to him, but he didn't.
I thought he was too. Very aggressive, but very clean driving there by the 81 of Jordan Wenzel. Making it tough on Clark Franz to hold on to that second spot. Now he's got him.
20 laps to go. There's definitely some movement in the back here. A lot of beating and banging going on amongst these drivers. We're trying to keep an eye on Michael Whitley as well as he tries with just 19 laps to go to try and make a charge, but he's got to get through the 79 of Scott Thomas and just a lot of traffic.
Yeah, he's up to 12th spot, but their spots are going to get harder each one now. Each driver he gets to is a little bit faster, a little bit faster. Then when you get to that top 5, it's going to be just very, very difficult. But he's got that tire advantage. Vernon Broadbeck, Jordan Wenzel, both stopped on lap 149. Corey Bunch now up to 3rd spot. He stopped at 160. Clark Franz, I didn't realize this, but he stopped way back at 136.
Oh yeah.
So he's the oldest tires in that that front 5.
You saw the 19. I think that's the. That was the 19 go around of Alex Roger Berube.
Yep, 19. Yeah, good job getting that car straight back up and underway again.
Michael Whitley finds it up now. He is up to 8th. But now he's hitting the meat of the front of the pack. Caution to back out.
15 to go.
Scott Thomas involved. Martin Pinnell involved.
Ooh, 20 gets into the wall right there.
Yep.
Oh, gets in really hot into the back of the 79 of Scott Thomas. Scott lets him know what he thinks about that.
Yep. And imagine that cone, that green cone, stayed up.
Never moved.
All right, we're under caution for the 23rd time of the night. 13 laps to go. We're going to take a quick side-by-side commercial break. We will be right back.
ACE-HTI provides commercial smart security systems, audio-visual solutions, TV mounting and installation, access control, and surveillance systems. In addition, our networking division can provide business networking and Wi-Fi solutions. All these systems can be remotely managed through our ACE-HTI applications and cloud-based solutions. Running a business these days is a tough and demanding job. Let the folks at ACE-HTI ensure that your place of business is safe for your workers and your company assets. ACE-HTI can offer you integrated burglar alarm systems, access control and health, and wellness systems to ensure the safety of your employees and visitors. If you are looking to modernize or purchase a new fire alarm system, look no further than ACE-HTI. We can offer you the latest state-of-the-art solutions to keep watch over your business. Does your surveillance system need a refresh? ACE-HTI can install the latest 4K surveillance cameras with custom analytics and AI to help you understand what's happening in and around your business. Are you a restaurant or hospitality venue? Does your facility host sporting events? Reach out to ACE-HTI for the latest in video displays and audio systems to enhance and define your place of business. ACE-HTI service area includes both North and South Carolina. Reach out to us today at 336-941-3171 or via email at info@ace-hti.com.
All right, welcome back to the IWM broadcast of the iNRS Racing Series. We are at the ACE-HTI Security 250 here in Martinsville. We have got 11 laps to go. We are under our caution, our 23rd caution of the night. Yes, you heard that right. It's been a challenging event here for these 21 drivers. A number of drivers have already retired. Dan Hughes, Austin Walton, Jacob Musso, and Tony Japs have basically said, we're done. But Vernon Broadbeck, who needs this win if he's going to jump over the 81 of Jordan Wenzel, is out front. But who does he have in his side window? The 81 of Jordan Wenzel. So this is a battle for the playoff position, a battle for the Final Four, a battle for the championship between those two drivers, the 81 and the 10, both up front. 15 gave a little bump to the 10 to push him out front, but the 81 is all over his bumper cover.
This is going to be a battle to the end. We talked at the beginning of the race about how this was going to be exciting. You know, the last race, we're out back under caution already.
15, Clark France spun. He tried to, I think he tried to keep that space, but also we've got other action in the back of the pack with Michael Whitley Jr. crashing. Let's go back and see what happened to Michael.
Oh, no.
It may have been a result of what happened up front with the 15. So we're watching the that was weird.
He just comes around on entry.
Yeah, that's
very
odd.
Weird.
Of course, that messes up the 46 who spins, 79 some contact. Very odd.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing anything like that tonight from. We've seen a couple guys get loose on entry, but not like that. Man, that just went.
That
wow.
Looks like. So if I had to guess, that looks like netcode. That it interpreted the car that's coming up behind really fast right here. That's the 46 as spinning, and that's just that's an ugly example. But things happen.
That is. That's I get where you're coming from, but I've never seen netcode that bad.
No, never.
Well, Michael's the only one that can answer that. But that is a very strange spot. He had hardly put any wheel into it at all.
Well, we can actually do that. Let's go from his cockpit on this. Let's keep our eyes on that little orange stripe right there on his steering wheel. There was no.
Yeah.
The car just came around by itself.
Yep. He got correction into it quickly, but
Well, that's unfortunate.
that is.
All right, so
that-
with 5 laps to go.
Yeah, unfortunately, Michael Whitley, that spin probably takes him out of contention.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good point that Todd Smith made online. You know, did he downshift at that time? We may be able to go back and look at that real quick. We have a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
Watch that gear shift indicator. It says right now he is in 4th.
4th.
Does he accidentally downshift to 3? Oh, yeah, he does.
Yep. And that's, hey, great observation online there.
Absolutely. Todd, you win the prize. That was absolutely the right
Best
answer.
online analyst for the evening. Great job. Ooh, get bottled up there in that outside row.
Well, the 15 certainly played it. Really, with just 3 laps to go, 15 needs to hold off that 81. Oh, contact. 81 says, nope, sorry, buddy, you're not going to have it. Oh, sends the 81 high.
Sends him up.
That's not going to end well.
Yeah, no.
With just now 2 laps to go under green, all the 10 needs to do is hold off. There's going to be a little bit of that. Oh, caution is out. Caution is out. What just happened? I don't know. I cannot. I am not sure I know why that caution flew. I don't have any indication.
Yeah.
I'm just going to flip back through the field to see if we see anything. Oh, the 79 is
79.
There,
Scott Thomas, last car on the lead lap.
We found it. There was some action in the back.
Oh, the 3 gets cattywampus up there. You'll see the 3 get up in there, get loose, hits the curb.
Well, the 50 came down.
Oh, 50 comes down on him. That's why he got into the curb.
Slams him into the curb. See sparks flying. 3 comes up and says, oh, no, right into the 50. And then there's all kinds. That's Alex Forget behind. The 20, Pinnell, the 79.
The 79 come in right there and just run right over that quarter, front quarter, and over he goes.
Little pirouette.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets a little more help.
Wow. All right, well, that automatically triggers a green-white checker here. But
this puts the advantage squarely on Vernon Broadbeck, I think.
Do we have any? I'm looking back for that Wenzel.
You got Roadrunner teammates in 1 and 2, and then Jordan Wenzel's back in 5th or 6th. I'm not sure where he's going to restart.
Let's go back up here, watching the 15 with the 81. 15 has the position there.
Oh, the 18 or the 81's loose. You can see him wiggling.
He's trying to keep on the.
Yeah. He tried to stay in the gas in that corner, and it just
saved the car, but unfortunately lost the position.
Yeah, great save. Great save.
So that puts Jordan Wenzel back to 6th.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough spot to come back from in just 2 laps. Because Vernon Broadbeck's going to get, by everything that's happened up till now, he's going to get a good restart, get a good jump. Clark Franz is going to run shotgun and help him in any way that he can. They're teammates. He wants to see. Clark doesn't have a shot at getting into the championship run, but Vernon does. So he wants to see Vernon win his way in, or at least point his way in.
Well, Vernon, I think it's going to be tight here, but with your teammate on the outside, you could hold off that outside line. All right, just 2 laps to go here when this green flag flies, and off he goes. Vernon Broadbeck launches himself into the lead. Got Tyler Lem.
He has to win in order to make it to the playoffs, because Jordan Wenzel's up in sixth or seventh.
With 16 points, I think.
16-point difference, yeah.
White flag. White flag flies. That means whatever happens, happens. No more cautions. We're done with cautions.
Yep.
Vernon Broadbeck in the catbird seat. He's got his teammate still in third. Tyler Lem is in second. Trying to hold on as we come around. Oh, the 99 goes around. Looks like Corey Bunch will take over third. Vernon Broadbeck wins the ACE-HTI Security 250 here at Martinsville. Clark France, his teammate, in second. Good showing by Roadrunner Motorsports. Corey Bunch takes third.
Great job by Vernon Broadbeck of keeping his car under him, playing it safe the first quarter to half of the race, and not that he went easy, but he didn't put himself in any bad situations. Kept his car under him, and then was there when things started to get racy. Did a great job of making his way up to the lead and then holding on to it those last several laps. Guys posing for the photo there at the start-finish line.
All right, Vernon's burning it down. He just won himself in to the playoff, not the playoffs. He won himself into the finale, qualifying for the championship event next week, battling for the win for the entire season in Phoenix. Stay tuned. We'll bring you these interviews.
Great job by all these guys up front here. There was they kept it reasonably clean at the end. I thought I called it right on the number of cautions, but I thought there would be a lot more beating and banging than there was. So guys kept it fairly clean, and just some good quality race car driving tonight.
All right, your results are in for tonight's event. As we just talked about, Vernon Broadbeck wins here, followed by Clark Franz in second, Corey Bunch in third, Joe Musso in fourth. Good showing by Joe Musso. Vince Burns in fifth. Simon Madgen, after all that, finishes in sixth.
My.
Martin Giroux in seventh, Garrett Walden in eighth, Martin Pinnell in ninth, and Jordan Booth in 10th.
You've got Eric Jeffers in 11th. Scott Thomas finished 12th, followed by Tyler Lame in 13th. Michael Whitley Jr. unfortunately fell back to 14th there towards the end. Jordan Wenzel finished 15th. Alex Forget in 16th. Ron Fitting from Grease Monkey in 17th. Dan Hughes, 18th. Austin Walton, 19th. Jacob Mossau in 20th. And Tony Japs in 21st.
All right, stay tuned. Well, you know what? They're already here. Let's go grab Mr. Corey Bunch and bring him into the broadcast booth. Wow, that was a race, Corey.
Yeah, we survived.
We sure did, barely.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey.
I got tired of being up in the front, so I figured me and Booth would do the whole race from the back to the front strat for twice, and it kind of worked out.
Well, it worked out for you. It did not work out for Booth.
No, we were wondering about that when we saw towards the end of qualifying you hadn't qualified yet. We thought you were going to play that strategy of starting from the back and try to work your way to the front. And boy, you did it all the way up to third spot. That was pretty good.
Well, here's the thing with that. I was trying to just make a slow lap and evidently my qualifying lap was too slow because I got black flagged, and I'm like, well, crap. So then I figured just try to make some other kind of lap, and then I hit the curb and spun it, and that didn't do any good whatsoever. But I wanted to try to put a lap up there, and just work my way up to the front because I had nothing to lose. I should these past 2 weeks I had nothing to lose, and I mean, look what's happened. I mean, I've been stress free throughout these past 2 weeks, and then I finished, all in the podium. So I mean, hey, I'll take it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, great finish to the season. Now, before we head to the championship, now things got a little dicey up there at the end. You were in the thick of it with Clark and a little bit of battle there. Where did he finish? Jordan Wenzel finished in 15th. But
it was kind of a bummer for him because once Vernon took the lead, Wenzel had to get around him, and unfortunately he misses the Final Four because of Vernon winning. So it's we have when I thought like the Jordan show, I figured that was going to be a lock and I was going to be one out, but it turns out Wenzel's the one that's out, which is unfortunate. But it's just one of these races how they work up at Martinsville. I mean, it's just one of those things. But it was a great show by us. We, like I said, from the back to the front twice, and we won up Booth on something, so we'll take it.
Well, congratulations on that. Any shout outs tonight?
I just got to thank the guys at Full Throttle. Just want to get a good car, and I tried sharing my stuff, and they went whatever they did, and I'm like, well, that's fine. You do what you want. So, but yeah, just thanks to everybody that's supported the broadcast and supported the league and all that. I mean, next week's gonna get good, to say the least. You've got Jeffrey Brogdon's teammate from last year in this championship round, so we got something to look forward to battle it out with Vernon and all them. So it'll be fun.
Absolutely. All right, there's your third place finisher, Mr. Corey Bunch. And with that, we'll bring in Mr. Clark Franz to the booth. Clark, that was wild.
That was a heck of a race right there.
Yeah, we saw, we were up here in the booth watching you door to door with Jordan Wenzel there for I don't know how many laps, trying to, work and maintain, good teammate work there. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a really tough side-by-side battling there. I know he's not super happy with me, but I feel from my perspective, I raced him clean. He's not happy with where he kind of got shipped back there on lap 248. But if you go back and look at it, in my opinion, he came off the wall and tagged me on the backstretch. I ran him tight, obviously, but it's Martinsville with a win on the line, or at least a top 3 on the line. And then I don't know if he got net coded or if he thought I was going to come up, but I held my line on the bottom and he shipped up into the blacktop there, and then it was kind of all she wrote for him.
Yeah, unfortunate, but good for you. Great finish here, and great for Roadrunner with a win and a second place, and a fifth with Vince Burns.
Yeah, a phenomenal day for all three of us with Roadrunner Motorsports, and then the team owner, team founder, Vernon, getting the win and locking himself into Phoenix in dramatic fashion. People question, why do you have this type of playoff system? Especially they question it in real life, but it's because of those Game 7 moments. Like Vernon was not going to point his way in, and he was able to get it done and put himself to the championship.
Absolutely.
Any shout-outs tonight?
Yes, real quick. I got a couple of them. My buddies Zach, Jeremy, Andy, and Chris, as well as my wife and my parents, they all tuned in tonight. They know that Martinsville is one of my better tracks. I told them I had a shot to win, so it made them more likely to listen in. And I thank them all for tuning into our Make Believe race online. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's mine, and I just like that they support it. So
yeah, that's good. That's neat. Love to see family involved.
Hey, thank you for what you guys do up in the booth. I've got nothing but compliments from my friends and my family about how well you do calling the race to both of you. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you so much. We enjoy it. It was a bit of a challenge tonight with the amount of cautions we had, but we made the best of it, just like you guys did. And
yes, sir.
You made it all worthwhile because that was a fabulous ending. So.
Yes, it was.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You got it. Well, with that, we might as well bring our winner in, Mr. Vernon Broadbeck. Congratulations.
Oh man, thank you so much. Wow. Whew.
Yeah,
That'll wear you out, won't it?
Oh man, that was stressful. Like from getting sent to the back on an accidental dive bomb to being able to fight back to the front was incredible.
Yeah,
we were really good to see. Sorry, Rick.
No, go right ahead.
It was really good to see you and Clark work as teammates there at the end. There were times where he was in a real battle behind you, just trying to keep Jordan Wenzel off of you until Jordan ended up getting moved to the back a little bit.
Yeah, Clark's really good at Martinsville, so I knew he was going to be up there fighting for a win with me. I know Wenzel is a phenomenal driver here at Martinsville, so it's unfortunate to see him get loose there at the end and fall back to where he did. It was fun battling all of them guys for the win there at the end. So Clark did a great job bringing it home in second. Proud of him. He raced it hard and raced it clean.
Well, this is definitely one of those times where you sit back, you say, okay, what do I need to do to be successful here? You can't point your way in. Wenzel is the obstacle that you've got to overcome, and you put your car where you needed to do at the right time, and you made it happen.
Yeah, it's really tough when he's one of the fastest cars out here on this track, and obviously that showed when he qualified pole and I qualified second. So it was. I'm pretty sure I heard it over the radio a couple times tonight, more than a couple times, with me and him starting right next to each other with what was going on. And I mean, I saw he qualified first. My mind goes from points to it's win or go home at this point now.
Yep. Well, it was a win, and congratulations on the win. Shout outs tonight?
Yeah, teammates, Roadrunner Sports. I think we all had top 5 finishes.
You did.
So that's awesome.
Yep.
1, 2, and 5.
Yeah.
Great run by Vince. I know he's been lacking on some of the runs lately, so I'm proud to see him get himself up there, get top 5. Shout out to you guys. You guys put on a great broadcast every single week, so that's awesome. And then shout out to Josh and Scott. The league has gotten better. I know it's a product of Martinsville. Cautions are going to fly. It does. It's no matter where you go, someone's going to check up and someone's not going to see it. So It's unfortunate, but they do a great job. And then shout out to the Hot Lap, the podcast that we put on every week. I know we didn't get one out this week. Clark got sick last night, so he couldn't edit anything. But shout out to Clark, Corey Bunch, and Tony Japs, along with myself, for getting to talk about these races every single week. I know this week's episode will be pretty interesting.
Well, Vernon, I got one more shout out for you, because not only did you bring home a win to get yourself into the playoffs, but you also had the fastest lap of the race at 19.23. That is an amazingly quick lap for an in-race lap.
Yeah, there were a couple times there at the end. The track temp was low enough that I was trending green, but you're trying to run away from everybody that you just kind of accidentally drive in a little hard in. But there were a lot of good lap times. I know there's like 3 or 4 or 5 in the 19.2s. So
Yep.
All right, well, that concludes our race tonight here at Martinsville. In spectacular fashion, with Vernon Broadbeck winning his way into the Final Four next week at Phoenix. We'll bring you that championship race here live on the IWM Broadcast Network on next Thursday. That is November 7th at approximately 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Congratulations to Vernon. Jeff, any parting words as we say goodnight?
I'm just thankful that Martinsville lived up to its reputation. We talked at the beginning of the race about how exciting this was going to be tonight, a lot of action, and the paperclip lived up to every bit of it.
It absolutely did. All right, folks, thanks again for tuning in to the ACE-HTI Security 250, and we'll see you next week in Phoenix. Good night.